the meeting to order at 6:33. And just taking it. I just want to say that I just went to the eye doctor, so that I can't see anything. Me, Kevin, Ashley, Jennifer's excused, Raymond's here, Brendan's here, Ashley's here, and Ben Falk. Okay, so I'm gonna, is there anyone on the Zoom, you know?
There's not.
Okay. So earlier someone had wanted to extend, but maybe they didn't make it. Or they're on YouTube.
Right.
Okay, are there any modifications to the agenda? Okay, review and approval of the minutes.
Between Julie and me, I came across one or two other things. I think Kristen's name was not right in two places. I only could put the one, Julie picked up the other one, so straighten that out.
So it's with an EN?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's wrong in number.
right, it's wrong in a couple, yeah, it's got to be,
Okay.
yeah, wrong in that case. Ashley, I think we want to make sure we get your name still on.
Oh, I know.
Did we? Julie and I were discussing.
It's not,
Which page is it?
I mean, right here, first page,
it's
under
not-
guests.
which isn't,
Oh, Walter. Yeah, that's not it. Walter Rich. So there's no second E.
Okay. Okay, we'll take care of that too.
Good catch. I didn't even catch that on my own names. Oh, you're good. I'm sorry.
Let's start.
anything else?
That's good. Cover.
Oh. So, yeah, was the section on the air quality monitoring, did that get fixed or get corrected or whatever?
I made a note of that in there.
Okay.
They're both going to be hooked up to Just Air.
Okay.
Does that require a change?
I made a change in my notes. It requires a change in your notes.
Okay, will do.
Oh, and I decided to, in the planning projects, I decided to be a little bit more specific, even if we didn't talk about it.
That's okay.
I wanted to
Yeah,
kind of, especially with new people, and
sure. That makes sense.
so I added small descriptions. Anything else, you guys? Motion to accept the minutes as corrected.
So move.
Second.
I guess I'll second. Very first second.
All right, yes. And welcome to Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm just a liaison in the common council. So I'm not a voting member.
Right.
I'm here to learn and report, and actuate as much as I can.
Thank you. Okay, in the CAC council membership, we are welcoming Ashley to the board, to the council.
Welcome.
What part of town do you live in?
So Washington Ave, right across from George Washington Elementary School.
Okay.
So I've heard it's upper mid. Section before. Yeah. I think that's even.
I see. We could tell you about all this work that's was done under Washington Avenue.
Yeah,
They had to dig way, way down to put these pipes in.
part of the whole thing happened Frog Alley.
Yeah,
And yeah, I looked into the history of that development. I get why there's some bad up there with the past plans, but.
yeah.
Right,
But, anyway, they shifted the water from the Esopus over to the Roundup and way under Washington Avenue, there was basically a tunnel and they had to repair it all and the whole street was dug up further into the winter. What was that called? It was called the.
Simple to my.
Ooh,
No, I've heard that before. I didn't make it up,
Now you're spreading out the report.
but it's pretty good.
Sinkhole de Maya?
Yeah, because the sinkhole formed on the 5th of May.
Anyway,
Is that true?
it was pretty amazing engineering piece when they did it.
Yes.
legs.
Yeah, anyway, okay.
That's good. So,
Nice and close to the bike trail. Okay, old business. I just want to say we are still looking for more members, so if you have any ideas, please. You can contact me or have them fill out an application.
We didn't get any applications in the last 2 weeks, did we?
No. Oh, and also you have to take the oath of office and sign the book.
yes, I did that.
Oh, you did?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Jen was sharing, notices of that we have vacancies at the Ulster County Natural Resource Network, so. And some people have seen it cut soon and potentially interested, so we might potentially in the future.
Great.
Yes.
There's other scenic cuts and people live in Kingston.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, one on our parks and.
Good. Oh, I think I knew that actually.
We rented like 20, but the QR code was broken on all of them, so.
Right.
But the thing, I feel like the QR code, being able to find the CAC's website should be the bar.
You
Mhm.
get in?
One, yeah.
Okay, all right, so let me see, air quality. Anything on the monitoring?
I'll just say that, the Just Air connection has not happened yet. I did check in with Bard today, they said that, still pending. But they did say that everything's been working well on the monitor and that there haven't been any Wi-Fi issues. So unless I hear otherwise, we're not going to do anything with the Wi-Fi like we discussed at the last meeting. We talked about boosting it.
Mhm.
But it's been collecting data, I guess, even despite being covered in ice. So.
So they can see it, but it's not being broadcast.
Yeah,
Is that based, seem to affect the bank capacity?
seems like it, I don't really understand how that is the case, because if it were encapsulated by ice, how would it be gathering air quality data? Don't know,
Yeah. So it's,
and maybe it's not fully encapsulated, but the couple of times I saw it and you took a picture, it looked like it was a glob of ice.
mhm, right,
So, but they haven't said anything like, go outside and take ice off the thing.
all
I
right,
mean, so it's not anymore.
great. So if anyone that knows if it get on Just Air and wants to help me with my cell phone after this meeting, I could use help, I still not figured it out.
The rooftop one is connected.
Okay.
Just how to view the different air monitors.
Yeah, put it on your phone, I guess.
I did have also, so yeah, I'll call it.
Oh,
I tried
okay.
getting on my phone and then for some reason I just didn't get connect it, so that's.
Because other people are getting notices and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh,
We should send this feedback to them. They should know. They're a small company, if people are having problems.
Yeah, I was hitting on a computer and didn't have any issue, but if you want like notifications.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do it on your computer? Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want any notifications. Huh.
I mean, I'm happy to pass on a message if someone would. Wants to.
I'll let you know
Issue.
what the issues,
Okay.
yeah. but it's a just air, not dark, right?
I think everyone should know, probably.
Yeah. Well, I just thought
Also,
it was
user.
me, so.
Well, but that's part of, I mean, if we want everyone to be using this, then the user,
Yeah,
we're seeing at this
That's a
table
good
is gonna be quiet.
yeah,
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
streamline that.
Is there anything followed up with the idling?
I have not had a chance to reach out to the corporate council yet.
Oh, okay,
So just as a reminder, we have the parking enforcement guy on. But we need to figure out if we're legally able to distribute different kinds of materials.
mhm, okay,
After we. If we get the go ahead on that, then we should start thinking about what we wanna design. As a handout.
right, okay, and they were okay with having a different handout?
The parking enforcement guys are, yes.
Okay, great. Thanks for doing that. Okay, so we have. Oh, I was wondering for planning and land use, what about North Street? The one that the city owns, did we need, you didn't
They're
put,
just doing a LWRP review, coastal
Yeah,
consistency.
so we don't, it looked fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually, you check off the boxes and.
Yeah. Okay, so Frog Alley is. Where Dysings is between North Front and Schwenk. 1 block long. And. So do you have, well, you put stuff in emails, but. And is this is on the agenda for Monday?
I don't think Frog Alley
It's
is.
not, but this is,
No,
I just went by based on last month's agenda and I wrote it with Keith on Frog Alley.
Where, I went to the agenda and I couldn't. Where do you find the agenda?
their meetings.
I mean.
I know, I
And the
couldn't
meeting
find it.
collab.
I couldn't find
There's
it.
projects is on the left, the meetings is a little over.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
that's not what I know.
and some of the documents appear to be duplicated as you start going through the project history,
Mhm.
that'll like get your head spinning. Is
Okay, well,
this a new stormwater? By bringing up stormwater reports, that's where they're at on Frog Alley.
mhm,
That's it. So we're waiting on the stormwater report. We've spoken to Emily Vale, reviewed the archives of the Kingston, Dale and Freeman. With regards to flooding issues there and elsewhere that happened in 2014, which would have been the sinkhole of Main Street Brook, but around the same time. So, yeah, there it is.
But I don't know how to switch what meeting you're at.
Uh,
Oh, wait, I'm under tree commission.
mhm.
yeah, planning board, it looks very similar, so it's.
I was also not able to find the agendas on the just City of Kingston website proper if you go to the calendar.
Yeah, I know, I
Yeah.
couldn't find it, so
That's,
I wasn't looking there.
The agenda isn't up yet
That's what I thought, okay.
for the
So
planning
is
board
there,
meeting.
yeah,
Oh, it is on.
but you
there.
did,
It's not.
it's here though.
okay,
Oh, it's there. Oh,
Yeah, it's a fairly short agenda, and I reviewed most of this with Sue yesterday. 19 Hooker, gee, the only thing there was, they might have the wrong deed in the file.
hmm.
So, yeah, I discussed that with Sue, but I don't think we're commenting on curb cuts, but, you know.
No. Okay,
Grandmont is a basement conversion to an apartment, and that's sort of out of scope. 485, that's
Yeah.
the Seatown site. There was a discussion, there have been discussions, and there's comments in the file about the curb cuts.
Mhm.
And whether you need 2 curb cuts or just one on Pine Grove. And Fire Chief Ray, he's submitted comments that the fire department wants 2 curb cuts.
but isn't, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, so, we were still talking on Frog Alley, so, but I'll skip over to
Yeah.
485 Broadway. Can you bring up the site plan? It's up there, site plan. Right there, yep, that one. and then go down to the actual drawings, which is
Yeah, there's the letter, KFD letter, we could.
What do you want me to be bringing up?
So that map, right, where it
The
shows the
plan.
extension.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
they're,
actually the
Oh,
plans, I
is this
thought it was,
person Sophia, yes, this is the, sorry.
hi Sophia.
What,
Okay, so did they have to get permission to build right up to the property line? This is just a personal question, really, because they're building right up to the property line
On which side?
The
on both
landscape,
sides.
the landscaping plan, is that you?
No, it's all this.
is that what you want me to bring up, the landscape plan?
Okay, you could bring that up. Okay, so this, first of all, this is so confusing.
there's no plan.
This,
It's just-
so when it says redacted, does that mean they took the
They-
email and the phone number out?
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's really confusing. And then, but I couldn't find the landscaping plan,
It's.
No.
but site plans. It
The
was
site
right there.
plans. Yeah, go to the
It
site.
was right there, Julia, yes.
Yeah.
So this shows if you,
This is where you wanna look at?
yeah. So this, if you see, anyway, it looks like they're building right up to the parking lot for the Andy Murphy Center and right up to the property line with Pine Grove. And I just wondered, is that a waiver or,
This is the current plan, right? The
well, I don't
proposal
know, but
is
the one
full-
with the photo shows it, which is up right there, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I see, okay.
So this is not the CAC, except for that I just,
Oh, with the proposed one-story addition, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
so apparently the Rite Aid put the trees in for Holy Cross, but I'm not sure what for privacy a long time ago or whoever, it wasn't even Rite Aid, it was Bayes or something.
Eckerd,
Hmm?
Eckerd.
Echo, right? So anyway, I thought that if you were really next to the property line, you had to get some permissions.
This is suggesting that they're not, that there's this setback from
Yeah, it looks like.
No,
here.
there is a setback.
So
This is actually.
is that a
Where's my
allowable
entire
setback?
storage space?
Yeah, is that an allowable setback? I just didn't know. I thought it was like a lot bigger than that.
No,
All right, so no one knows. Okay. All right, I think it's great that we're putting in this, that this store would be coming in. And I just wanted to say the history of this is that there used to be, the bus garage used to be here, and it pretty much filled the area. And
And a chocolate store. Michael's.
yes, yeah. So the bus garage had other businesses in it after the bus garage moved. And it was Trailways, and so on, but they tore it down and they put this in. And at the time, I just as a private citizen, I felt like the building should be right on the street, just like Andy Murphy is. And they wanted parking in the front. And so they put rock, stone, brick walls in, and they put some landscaping, but they did want parking in the front. And this, all I'm saying is like, this is why you fight at the beginning, because now this building still has parking in the front. And, it's got a reuse, it's now being reused, but it still has parking in the front. So, anyway.
No, that's good context then.
Anyway, okay, so I don't think unless they're gonna change the landscaping, I don't think there's any.
There is a landscaping plan, but Brent has weighed in on that.
I know, but I couldn't find it. Is it in the site plan?
It's further down on this.
Further down, yeah.
Julie, yeah.
But I couldn't find his comments either. It's,
Oh, his comments were that email.
Well, there wasn't anything in it, it was just asking him to comment.
He mentions a few,
It wasn't,
varietals.
it was
There's another email.
Kayla asking him to comment. That's all I ever
If you go
saw.
up a little bit,
Is the building gonna be black?
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Oh, he-
like aggressive,
Yeah,
It is aggressive.
yeah.
not Midtown
What's that
Friday.
texture?
Oh, we're doing that black.
That's not just.
Yeah, we did that landmarks.
Just so you know.
Alright, where am I looking for landscape? Right here?
Yeah, right there,
That's it.
So,
Oh, they
kind of
are
peppered with trees there.
And
putting in a row of arborvitae in between our buildings.
Huh.
It's interesting. Existing pine to be removed, existing tree to be, oh, they're removing all the trees in between. And putting in
huge.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22.
Does it say there the distance that those trees are supposed to like nudge into?
yeah, it's really tight, isn't it?
I mean, it's arborvitae, you can basically plant a wall of arborvitae, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
5 gallon.
no,
Isn't one of those existing trees a mulberry?
Yep.
Uh.
A very highly yielding mulberry.
Yeah.
Super highly yielding.
is it black or
For
white?
better or for worse.
Black or white?
White.
Hmm,
White.
white, yeah.
Mm.
And are they changing the landscaping on Broadway and Pine Grove?
I don't know.
New sugar maple trees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought we were gonna avoid more maples, but
Seems like
that's good.
these are all existing.
Yeah.
And they're keeping the
Japanese
trees on
holly.
Pine Grove and the yews. Existing rhododendron and yews?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Pretty
Those did not
staggering.
exist. Neither do these plants on the other side. Existing barberry? Nope, those do not exist there.
No, we're not putting barberry in. So did,
This is weird.
now that I know how to find this, but I never saw the foresters. Also, just for your information, back when they built this building, we, they only let them have a sign that was like this high, not really, really high. And that's gonna be kept too, so it wasn't like 10 feet in the air, like the,
On the building itself. Yeah.
no, it's like a monument on the corner.
I
Yeah.
know.
Put their trash right next to our building also.
That's where I was wondering where the trash was getting thrown. And did they put in enough for recycling?
So it's new refuse compactor. Didn't say anything about compost or recycling.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. So we could comment on
Yeah,
that.
I was wondering, they're probably gonna be big enough that they're regulated under the food waste laws. So they should have a plan for that, but I didn't see anything. I didn't look too carefully.
I mean, in theory, this is where they're doing their solid waste management,
Yeah,
but this currently is depicting a unit, not 3 or 4.
Right, and you can,
Where's
sometimes,
cardboard going?
yeah, sometimes they need a cardboard compactor. Yeah, okay, so is this coming up? This is on the agenda, right?
Yeah, it's kind of,
Trash.
yeah, it's like the property, it's, then it becomes less expensive.
Okay, so can,
What is the material on the outside of that?
Brick.
well, they're not changing.
When I load it up, it takes a moment, but it becomes.
It becomes a company.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
Okay.
black.
Okay.
kind of
I
like
think it's just, all the lines are really thick.
boring.
I see. That is much less offensive to the eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
And there it goes. They put a real brick texture.
Oh.
They broke the website.
Yeah, so they're not changing any of, I don't think they're changing anything, because,
Right.
That was my understanding too, that they would leave the facade largely intact.
yeah.
Mm.
So where's the doors?
It's still the same front
I think it's the side doors, like the.
corner.
Mm.
No, this,
Oh.
oh, there it is.
This is the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah, okay. what is that rolling door? Is that delivery?
This thing, it says new doors, paint to match existing, typical. Masonry refuse enclosure to match existing masonry and integrated into addition construction.
So it's inside?
Oh, yeah, and I think that door to the outline of the door to the left is inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
Inside solid waste processing.
But the compactor's outside was going to.
No, I think the compactor is not outside.
Okay,
Based on this, I don't know.
all right.
No, it's not really.
Was anyone able to,
Oh, yeah, this is showing it inside.
Mm. Huh.
okay. Oh,
They're building this new section. And it
Yeah.
seems as though there's going to be some sort of trap door, and inside of that trap door will be the refuse.
so my interpretation was that they're basically taking out the drive-through driving lane and putting an addition.
Right.
Okay.
Can I just ask a general question for my knowledge? I know we make comments on the certain development projects. Do we have one person go to a planning board meeting and relay these comments, or how do we relay these comments to the planning board?
We usually write a letter,
Okay. Okay.
but sometimes Kevin might attend, but he might attend remotely.
I don't often make public comment.
Yeah. We just,
We do it ahead of time.
Unless it's something huge, and, we have.
right, and the reason we're doing this is that they're meeting on Monday, so we have between now and Friday to get comments in.
Got it. Okay.
So,
Yeah, this is the side from my building and saying masonry refuse enclosure. To match existing masonry.
cool, okay.
Sure.
But it's still a question of whether or not they have room for everything.
Yeah.
Or have even planned for it.
Right. How come they haven't met with the sustainability? coordinator? So there are already 2 curb cuts, so I wasn't understanding about the curb cuts.
But yeah, so this is, sorry, if we are talking about trash, this is
Oh, yeah.
this is allowing a roll off to back in.
To pull the compactor.
Oh,
Yeah,
on the other side, I just saw a quick little plan of how they're getting into there.
This one,
Okay. Yeah.
they are gonna back up, I'm surmising there's gonna be a loading dock here.
oh, they're just showing how a big truck it can.
Yeah.
Of course, they have it exiting down the one-way street.
That's what I was just thinking.
Well, that's a good one, yeah,
Yeah, that's a good call.
Well, especially if they can't make the turn.
right,
I mean, yeah, that looks kind of, that looks like,
but they wouldn't exit,
I would think
onto
they
Broadway?
actually could not make that turn.
No.
If there were cars parked there, there's no way that they're going to get out except going backwards on the one-way street.
mm,
If they went the other way down Pine Grove, is there another place to turn around?
They wouldn't have the turning radius. They would have to go out and that way. And with that system, that bump out there,
Mhm.
there's no way they would make that turn.
All right, anything else on that? Cause, what I'm seeing is we might want to mention the turning radius and the garbage. Are they putting any solar in?
Doesn't look like it. I mean, I'm going to presume that they did a survey and then they're not taking anything for granted, but if that is the case, currently, it is certainly the case that this large area where there's a snow storage between Annie Murphy and Rite Aid is now going to be taken up by building and trees, like right to the grass line. I don't know what you can say about that. besides
Right,
confirming that they did a survey, which I guess could be found on here.
what about this, storage for their parking lot?
Mm.
Where are they?
Well, are you saying the snow storage is for Andy Murphy parking?
Well, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that strip
Right,
typically is snow storage.
Yeah.
And my question wasn't designed to be where are they going to put their snow, but
But that
it's
is
not a bad question.
yeah,
That's a good question.
okay,
Yeah, it was just that they're clearly, I mean, like down here on the right, we're talking,
Mm. Oh, yeah.
we're
Mhm.
talking like right to the edge of the parking lot.
Right. It makes a big difference too, because.
Which also
I
does
mean,
not leave a lot of planting room.
Well, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
for the trees.
Right.
Unless part of them might encroach into the neighboring property, but.
Hopefully, there's gonna be a lot of pedestrian traffic for this, cause like when people vote, there's already nothing fucking, and it's a huge voting area.
Well, it also doesn't have, like, right now. Not that there needs to be, but right now there is a very clear connection between the Annie Murphy Center and Rite Aid
Mm.
via this crosswalk and a dedicated parking area and a
Yeah,
curb stall. And I don't know that that is gonna continue.
Mm.
Again, not that it needs to, but like, it is a community center right next door.
Right,
And so especially if there's going to be a flow of trucks in that exact space.
Mm.
Like, actually, they are depicting a crosswalk, aren't they?
Like,
They are.
yeah, right in front of the.
How often do you think they need to pick up?
they might do it
Drop
not very often, it's gonna be 9, nine,
3 times.
it can't be 9 to 9, 6 to 9 hours,
Certainly after hours, actually.
yeah, or before hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they said the operating was 6 to 9. So what did the forester say about the landscaping?
Mostly I just weighed in on the arborvitae and the white cedar.
Did he say take the barberry out?
I didn't see that in the email.
Well, Julie was saying she's not sure the barberry's there, right?
Right,
Well, we can check it afterwards.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we don't want barberry.
Right. Okay.
It's right by the front door, right?
It's supposedly.
This,
I know why I don't like barberry. Why don't you like barberry?
Barberry is really, really invasive,
Okay.
so and deer don't eat it.
Yeah.
So, in forests, sometimes all there is barberry. And, it's,
yeah, I don't.
But even in the city,
remember.
like the birds could eat the seeds and spread them to a forest, so it's not good to have it anywhere.
yes,
So,
and it's actually banned. I think, in the state of Maine, you can't buy them anymore, but they should just be taken out completely, because the seeds are,
okay.
Why don't you like burger?
Yeah, yeah.
Say hurt.
yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, just,
They're pricker bushes.
they're good defense, I guess, so.
And they have nice purplish color. Doesn't it? So my eyes are getting better as we speak.
But they die like, okay.
Nice.
Sheesh.
Seatown?
Yeah,
Is there two town on purpose?
yes.
Downtown.
I don't know, it's reason, that's what they always have.
Okay.
This is gonna be the fourth store, I believe. So,
Alright.
and, okay. So
Julie, you said that's a one-way street, where's the?
Or way in?
Pine Grove is divided, so it's
Yeah.
one way on.
Go in on that side. You can
Right.
cross in. The coming in isn't an issue. It's the when you leave, if you're going right to Broadway, you have to go on that closer side.
Right.
Because it's,
The bottom.
that's the
of
one
those
way
just
part,
goes.
one way out.
You see? Like when you leave
Yeah,
here, you need to go here.
right.
Otherwise, you're gonna go against traffic and there's no way. People will be coming in and get whacked. And that's gonna happen probably.
Right, so you can't make that right, and you can't make that right turn out of that.
It doesn't look like I don't know how I mean, they do it
What
here.
about going out of Broadway? Why aren't they just leaving via Broadway?
Maybe they're worried about like running into pedestrian vehicles or.
Well,
Cause,
the big truck they don't have coming in and out of Broadway. It looks like the loading dock is just on that.
This is the big truck, but still the big truck, which is even worse of a radius.
Yeah.
This is suggesting not only can it not go here, but it also has to basically hug this curb, hoping that no one is dropping their child off at childcare.
Right.
no, okay. Anything else on the site plan? And can you at least show me where the comments were for the forester, because I could not. I guess I could have figured out the landscaping plan was in the site plan, but I'm
Not
not,
under landscaping plan.
Forester comments right here.
okay.
I
And
just,
then it says Kyla.
Kyla is the person who uploaded it.
All right.
The name is
so-
the person who uploaded it. This is the date they uploaded it.
Okay, so open it up.
This one.
Oh, I could not find that. What's the date? March 5th. Okay. Can you see if he mentioned, oh, there it is.
Place sugar maple.
Barberry number 2.
New sweet gum.
Okay,
We're all Barbary.
yes, this is
our
why-
Chuck Berger meeting. What's that?
then it was right there, all the bad things about.
Oh, yeah. it said it's there.
It said, you know, they're banned from use. Okay. This is the only thing I saw was this email, which is at the bottom. I could not find this. So now I just have to go back.
I may have done that maybe downloaded this before that was uploaded.
This was put here in the.
Yeah, I have a
News
different
on
email
46.
from Brad.
Oh, I was checking it last night.
This is
I was
9:46
checking it
this
last
morning.
night.
Yeah, I didn't have, no, I wasn't, nope, I didn't have that.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
So now I know I wasn't going.
No, you
crazy.
weren't, no.
Okay,
Yeah, should we? Back to Fargo?
yeah.
Get that one.
Oh, no. So can Kevin and I be deputized to write a letter by Friday about, trash, turning radius? And if we want to just second what the forester said or something? And did you want to mention putting solar on the building? Okay.
Got a big flat roof.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know what kind of projections are on it. I guess we could look.
Oh, you mean,
Rooftop projections like HVAC systems.
oh, I see.
You guys could look at that.
Okay.
You want-
So in other words, if it's already taken up by something, they couldn't go down.
And still working?
Oh, it's not removed, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be worth asking,
And the crosswalk from the anniversary.
Okay.
it could be worth asking Brent if a high snowpack would be damaging to those trees if they're pushing it off into like the Holy Cross lot or right up against those new plantings. If you clear the Andy Murphy right into that corner, will that kill the trees?
I mean,
Of like,
it would be great to know how close the trees are going to be to the parking lot at Annie Murphy Center, because they will be plowing that space.
Right.
Yeah. And they can't do that at Holy Cross, there's a sidewalk right there that goes to the parish hall. So they can't push it up into that area anyway, and they wouldn't be able to anyway, because the trucks have to go in there. Yeah.
Do we also want to make a note about where they're gonna put snow on the property in general?
Yeah,
Okay.
snow.
Storage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so can we be deputized? So, motion
Second. Oh,
You got first.
I put motion.
to
Deputize Hewlin and
Kevin to get a letter out by Friday. Garbage, solar on the roof, snow storage and removal. Plantings, landscaping, maintaining the crosswalk. Solar on the roof, which I said, I think I can, turning radius. Yep.
Second, that you took the words right.
Second, all in favor?
I,
Okay.
Who is second? You, oh, okay.
Mm.
You're,
Deputize, I assume, sort of assigned
Because otherwise we would have to write the
as a
letter right now and everyone would.
or we have to.
Oh, I
we have
see,
to
we have
agree on the
to.
letter. instead of Vote on passing it.
I get it, it's basically allocating the board's responsibility to like the
Mhm.
individual.
Yeah, because we meet the second Tuesday and they meet on Monday afterwards.
Mm.
So we only have 4 days.
Right, okay.
Okay, back to Frog Alley. I would just say that, okay, so the history of this is that there are several buried streams, underground channelized streams. And we know that there's past issues where that area got really wet. Because the streams come kind of from uptown and they somehow get channelized and they end up in the Esopus Creek going across the plaza. And Emily Vale, who is the head of Hudson River Watershed Alliance and whose office is in Kingston, she did her master's thesis on green infrastructure and on these streams that have been undergrounded. What's the word? Non-daylighted.
Buried?
Yeah, they're put into tubes.
Buried.
Buried, yeah. And it just seems like even though that happens, the water is always trying to kind of seek its gravity and, I mean, anything. So I think they just need to know about this. But Kevin, you talked to Julie or to Emily, so.
Yeah, I talked to Emily and I talked to Suzanne as well about
Okay.
the history of the piping. And then Emily sent me a bunch of stuff last night, including some Freeman articles I'd forgotten about. But she didn't send me the whole file, so I went back and looked up the rest of it. And yeah, it was a mess. In 2014, the water percolated up through a storm drain, and I think inside the building as well, like the pipe went under the building. And there was some large debris got caught in the pipe, and they had to excavate the whole area and reroute the pipe away from the building. And we believe it's in the street.
Yeah, so,
That's what Sue and Emily both believe. I think we could, if we had to confirm that, we'd have to go to the city engineer.
but, yeah, so there was a dry cleaner there and a tuxedo rental place, a prom rental place kind of thing. And, yeah, and I think is that when they stopped? I don't know, they went out of business or something, and then they tore the building down.
Right, and they do not have the stormwater plan yet. That's what they're waiting on. That will tell us, be very informative.
Mhm.
Yeah, the ESA was less informative. That's the environmental site assessment. That, I think I did a search for the word tannery brook or tannery or brook, and it didn't seem to be coming up too readily in the report, and then that had me a little bit like,
It would obviously be a huge problem if
yeah,
the channel is not under Frog Alley, the street, but is under that lot, right? If they began development, then it turns out.
yeah,
It's not where we think it is.
Right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it would be reassuring if they had the confidence if they reported it, that they know for sure they're not proposing this development on top of the stream.
Yeah, also, they're putting,
Phil indicated they're gonna be doing some test borings, so
Mhm.
they're not ready yet for comment.
Okay, so you're saying they're already.
The test borings and then the stormwater. I guess it's gonna be, I don't know if it's an acre or not, but, there will be a stormwater plan. One way or the other.
You said before that we'd have to go to the city engineer. Is that because they already know where it is or they're able to
We
test where it is?
They should know where it is, because they supervise putting in pipe.
Okay.
And have an existing GIS system that shows where our existing source and storm systems are.
Yeah, and what got confusing is in Emily's, Tannery Brook report, she has all this older mapping there from the engineer, and it shows it going right through the site.
Hmm,
Right, and then, she sent me a sewer map, which I'd already had, which came from City Hall.
Mm.
We had it both, was both given to us separately and independently. And that was of no great help, except we know that there's a pump on Frog Valley.
Great.
and
That we
also,
know.
I mean, you don't want them to like put a foundation down and run into something.
Oh, they're not gonna do that, and the other person that's involved, they did an archaeology, phase 1A report, which is a literature study. Which, where anywhere in the stockade, you're gonna come across
Mhm.
archaeology. So what they did was, it's either gonna go to 1B or they're gonna do monitoring. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out yet. And Joe Diamond from SUNY New Paltz is involved with that. He made comments. He did not prepare the 1A though. That was, it was Hudson Cultural Resources that did that. So there is a cultural resource, 1A for the Archaeum.
So do you think that, is it a good idea or in someone's capacity to just let the builders know that, there was a buried stream under there at one point, or
Oh, they know that.
they do?
Yeah, I mean, Sue's been having that discussion.
Okay, I didn't understand.
Yeah, that was the whole discussion I had with Sue, and she said so that's why they're waiting for the stormwater, see what the stormwater report says.
Oh, this is an outside report. It's not one the applicant is.
Well, their consultant would be prepared.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah.
And it'll go to the planning board for review, but as soon as Tyler gets it, it'll be up there.
Okay.
And then we can grab it.
Gotcha.
So it's a matter of us, just going back and reviewing what's on file at the planning board and Unico website.
Okay.
Ashley or Ray, have you seen this Tracing Tannery Brook website before?
No.
No, I've heard of Emily Vale master thesis. I've yet to finish it, but I've not heard
The
the.
website is great.
Okay.
I'll send it. This spot used to be a pond, right? I mean, like 200 years ago, and they backfilled it.
The pond, I think, was
Yeah, it was over the other side of
where the
front.
I thought it was on Lucas.
Yeah, over that way, that's what I'm saying.
The Lucas,
Past
it was off Lucas, where it used to be the juvenile court.
Right,
Can't remember what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
and some of these discussions came up in 2008 when they put the CVS.
Right,
Yeah,
the CVS, which is on Broadway and Shank, is
Mhm.
basically would be adjoining property.
yeah, I was involved in that review with Rebecca Martin and Sharon and Sullivan. And there was something else that came up with that, and that was, Vesselton Brooks Dunghill from 1674.
Oh, cool.
That is not in here.
Did they find,
But
That
it's, I will be on it.
That was in my comments.
did they find some good stuff?
No, they capped CVS, they just capped it.
Right,
It had other
because
than,
there was other stuff.
much
Right.
more recent, yeah, like concurrent to 2008.
Yeah. When-
Yeah, that was a DEC site. So, yeah, they capped it and didn't, so we don't know what's underneath that. But if you dig deep enough, you may find that the old tannery, which was Jacob Rutson's tannery, and you may find, Ten Brooks Dung Hill.
And then, am I also right that the ruins that are on Frog Alley now, that was an old mill house, is that correct? Or was that just a house?
I'm not sure if it was a mill. Not.
I don't know.
Well, there's,
It's a
you know, I
study,
think I
you know?
mentioned the friend that I haven't read, so I'm just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can probably get the answer to that.
No, well, I just,
Yeah,
I think it's a very cool cultural.
Yeah.
so probably find it
That's
clear.
good.
distribution.
Yes, according to the, they are the remains of the Louvre Bogardus.
Yeah.
The oldest 17th century stone dwelling in Stockade district built between 1665 and 1670.
But it's just a house.
After the 1960s fire, the ruins were saved from demolition and transformed into a public park.
Oh, I know that park. So, so Frog Alley is the development set
Across the street.
across, okay, not mine.
So behind
And the fire station.
Dicey's is here,
Right.
there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I knew it was in that area, but for a second I was like, are they?
Yeah, so there's nothing, well,
Right,
and then on the same side
right,
is the firehouse and
right.
a bank or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Got
I
it.
keep changing.
House three.
Savings?
That also said is across the street, the one that's right where that little hand is, that's something.
Oh,
I don't know.
what is it?
It's
That's
enough.
the firehouse.
Is
No, the firehouse
Oh, that's
is one isn't, it's some kind of business. This is great. Oh, and then, yes, okay.
I got my mortgage.
All right, so, yeah, we need to move ahead at
So
7:30.
there's one other thing though on this, I think we had a referral on, the Best Western.
Yeah,
On,
yeah, so that's,
Yeah.
no, I'm not moving it. I'm moving to, 503.
right, that's.
Do we
that's-
need to talk about 21 Elizabeth?
Don't know if we do.
And it seems, okay, and then there's Boulevard, and you sent us information on Boulevard that
Table.
they're trying to put some landscaping in,
Right,
and they're concerned about the hill and the views. But is there anything that, should we look at the landscaping plan, or did Brent?
I don't know if he's weighed in on that, it's table for the.
It's tabled, okay.
Yeah, and it's
So-
not on the next agenda, that's moving a little slowly, it goes in fits and starts, that punching.
Okay, so 503 Washington Avenue is the battery and EV. And I read it all, but then I couldn't find it again. And so is this the Holiday Inn? Okay, because it's in Kingston. Yeah. And are they, how, is it in the parking lot when you first go in, or?
There's definitely maps showing where they are.
I know, I just,
Where it is.
anyway, and what's the size of the batteries?
One of these maps has. I was having trouble with the specifications,
1044.8 kilowatt.
yeah, that sounds about right,
So 1,000 kilowatts,
Yeah,
kilowatt hours,
yeah.
yeah.
A level 3 EV charging station.
yeah.
What do those levels go up to?
Three,
These are easy, yeah.
3,000,
level 3 charge.
oh, level 3. Mhm. So we're okay with the charging, it's whether or not
Yes.
the batteries, and who asked us to report in?
It was just sent to me, I was just FYI'd on it,
Oh.
the mayor, and so I sent it to you all, but it wasn't
Okay,
like,
oh, all right,
there was no request, it was just an FYI.
all right,
I think when I was looking at this, I got bogged down in the electrical specifications.
Mhm.
And time got short and had to move forward.
yeah, I
So
think
I didn't comment on
this is all outside, right?
was gonna ask.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem with it, and we haven't been asked to comment, but we could.
Building safety commented to Kiowa concerning the floodplain. And
Well, floodplain is an issue, but they could elevate the batteries.
But they can't elevate the EV charging stations.
No,
See the map.
Is there any other, I'm not as aware with this, is there any other concerns with outside batteries? Like, in terms of potential, leaching?
yeah, with the floodplain, I think this could be a question.
yeah, you don't want them to get wet.
No.
Yeah, this is the thing I saw.
Yeah, but this is not. This is not.
Is that like the electrical
This should
infrastructure?
be electrical. This is not showing the site plan.
I'm wondering if you scroll down, you're gonna come across more.
Oh,
And now we're getting into the electrical specs.
right, which is.
Yeah, that's,
I thought I saw battery on.
This is a private entity, this is not like, the state,
Right.
okay.
I don't think they're working with the state. I don't, well,
Yeah, there's
Yeah, if you go back on that page,
a battery.
where it was.
if you, yeah, and then scroll down. Cater power conduit.
Is it in the end?
No, just wait for it to load up.
So on the second page,
Yeah, I think it's second page there. It would be like a sherbert blue,
This?
yeah.
Yeah, battery.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
yeah,
Mine, it's like that,
where's Washington here?
I think to the left.
So it is going in the
Yeah,
back.
oh,
These are parking spaces.
So it is. Okay, so then if we're looking at this is what they're doing.
huh, that's really out of the way.
Okay, so Washington Avenue's to the right, the creek's to the top. To the left is open space. And the building is there. So back in the back where all the utility trucks usually park. They're putting the two DCFCs, which is direct current fast chargers, that's this.
okay.
And then the battery,
You see, here's
I
the,
saw the battery.
this,
Yeah,
right here.
so is it just
In
one?
the grand scheme of things, this is very insignificant
yep,
to consider.
So is it just the one battery though? Cause I thought.
well, it would be, it could be, what are they,
This seems like 4,
yeah,
Oh, I see, okay. Got it.
yeah.
But they're not all that big.
and then these are bollards, these yellow dots are bollards to protect the units from getting whacked.
So where's is the hotel in the floodplain?
I thought I actually just saw it, just missing a topo line on it.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a floodplain.
Zip topo lines, 53, 154.
104.8 kilowatt hours. Okay.
Suggesting it is at 153.80 elevation.
I gotta break in that town next time.
I have no one. Thinking about it.
I mean, the creek is over here and there's
Nice.
bank.
Mhm.
Suppose I do my work.
Yeah, that looks,
So
I saw this, that's, yeah, it's pretty blue. I'd say that's a zone A. It looks like it's an A.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, yeah,
So the tan denotes the area of 2% annual chance flood hazard. The blue denotes zone AE with base flood elevation determined. The blue with stripes denotes zone AE regulatory floodway, and the zigzag denotes base flood elevation line with value.
So it doesn't look like it's in the 100-year floodplain. Cause there's no orange on the site.
Not evidently, but there must be in the headset, or why would they even put it on there?
Maybe they show the other. I'm good.
Well, I think maybe it's from this parcel viewer layer, but it's just cropped so you can't see it.
Oh,
It's gotta be something to do with this green.
is it, yeah, is it in the FEMA? plan?
Kevin's got it on.
But I think the green line is that regulatory.
Yeah, everything to the right.
This is,
Is the old
that's
one?
X, the orange is X,
Okay,
but that would be the, 500.
500, right,
Yes.
the blues though,
And the blue,
100.
yeah, and then you got the floodway over here,
right.
that's sort of on the edge.
So on that map, it is in the 100-year.
Looks like it,
Okay.
yeah. Now, draw your attention to the site neck behind it too, although we don't need to have a discussion about it, but just keep it on your radar. That's Kingston Meadows just behind it, and that's been a subject of discussion over the years. Yes, proposed Kingston Meadows.
Well, all right, so now we know about it. Is there anything and it's not up, it is on the board? Anyway, do we need to say anything? Give it our blessing, not, say nothing?
If this is on the agenda for next week, maybe just making a comment like it is in the 100-year floodplain and potential battery leaching.
Yeah, my understanding about these batteries is that under the normal course of operation, including most weather conditions, there's no leaching risk, but yeah, what if it gets inundated completely with water?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But also, from what I understand, they're not building these batteries with things that are so incredibly toxic anymore.
Oh, you mean like if it leaked into?
Right,
Right.
right.
yeah.
You know,
It's not on the agenda.
Okay, then maybe we table those comments when it comes in.
look into that.
I can look into it.
And the flood comment was made by.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The flood comment was made by
Yeah.
building safety, or
Oh.
if you're a building safety division. Thanks, Kyle. My question is, how do they, propose compliance to mitigate the flooding per the code?
It would likely be the case because this was possibly happening over at the plaza also, but has stopped because of the requirements that were in place to comply, is that they would have to actually elevate the actual system.
Right.
I don't see that system in here, including charge, so I don't see that sort of elevation out of the floodplain represented here, so.
Right,
If we're not providing comment, yeah, I can do a bit of research in my free time about, potential impacts if it gets flooded in the lake.
okay, that would be great. I'm trying to think. There's no the chargers that are the Tesla chargers across the street, that site's been elevated above this, the floodplain. The one at, Quick Check.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's none in the parking lot. There's no chargers. Because that's pretty much in front. Okay. Very great. Is there anything else in planning and land use?
I think that's it. It's actually a short agenda. We covered stuff that isn't necessarily on the agenda.
Yeah. No, that's good. We're figuring out this website too, so.
Yeah, it's a little unreal, but.
Yeah, it's good, everything's done now, okay. So native planting, I don't have anything, postcards,
They're going out like hotcakes down here.
oh, good.
Oh, yeah, some people.
So you need a refill. I think we should probably refill.
Down.
Who's got the refills, you?
I got one.
Okay. No action on wetland preservation, what I know,
Oh, one second.
Oh.
I have my daughter's favorite things to play with at the moment.
The
she's
postcards,
you know,
not wetlands.
she's how old is she now? Six.
Okay.
It's good. Anyway, you can do something.
Oh, action on the wetland preservation. I don't have anything. Tree preservation.
I just got to review this recently, and I guess I'm potentially considering leaving comments as an individual, but I guess I just wanted to ask, for those here that may have already commented, what did you comment mainly from a technical perspective on what's good for the trees? Because my main potential concerns is how we're going to enforce some of the restrictions that was outlined. Is that something worth commenting about, or?
My understanding is that Brent has been doing a lot of work to reach out to all the arboricultural firms that do work in the area, and the city of Kingston let them know, like, hey, this is coming. And it's incumbent on you to also inform your clients as these things come up.
And yeah.
As part of the enforcement process, I'm not quite sure how that state is going to be implemented.
Right. Yeah, because that was my main thing, is especially the requirements on like not leaving any construction materials on site, or the requirement on private lands, especially. I can just see that potentially being a bigger, sore point than it might appear. And
I think everyone agrees with you.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but did we even put any comments in? Or did we just get briefed?
Individually, I know I put comments saying,
Yeah.
I had concerns about Kingston Land Trust.
Right.
And, there's an extension, I believe, in the new legislation, if you have management plans, there has to be a specific format for tree preservation.
I see. Kingston Land Trust might have been concerned, like, well, are we included in this?
Right,
Well, we were.
they were,
Yeah, we were.
everyone was.
And we had a major point of discussion with Brent concerning black locusts, because that was one of the Hudsonia and another consultant at Kingston Land Trust. We were looking at the Red Fox Ravine Wilbur, and we have a lot of black locusts down there.
That they want to cut, I see.
And it came out that black locust is not native to the Northeast, it's native to the Southeast.
Right.
So the question is, it was planted here, is it invasive? It certainly acts like it.
Right.
So, should it be exempt from all these regulations? And Brent said no. So that brought up the inconsistency with Kingston Land Trust plans,
Right.
the management plans. So
Right.
there's an exemption in there if you have a management plan. You have to submit it to Brent and hold exemption. And I think it's worded in such a way that you do it for an individual property, not necessarily the land trust, a nonprofit.
Okay.
So if you have to have I happen to have a lot of black locusts in my yard. I'm gonna drop a plant and say, here, we got a black
Yeah.
locust.
Yeah,
Well, if you're not gonna cut it down,
Well, we don't know. I mean,
right,
I've had issues, so we don't.
but there are issues, I mean, there are also exemptions if it's gonna fall in your house, it's dead, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
I guess, and to go back to your question about enforcement, besides what Ben just said,
Right.
I mean, someone was cutting down a tree today and it just looked like the homeowners.
Right.
It was dead,
Yeah.
but you can hear it, so
Yeah.
you may not want to go confront them, but you could call Brent and ask him, right? You say,
Yeah.
it was dead, so it wasn't an issue, but
Yeah.
it's so loud.
I just, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
I just can see Brent's, I don't know, as someone that works with private landowners, even if you inform them and tell them what they need to do, a lot think they can get away with it. And I think Brent's hands might get more filled than he might expect.
Yeah, I mean, I think, anyway, I think we all think it's, it hasn't passed yet,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
So.
Is
it
the
doesn't pass.
COVID period over? Or,
yeah, that was, I think, a while ago.
Is it, Is it still over? Is it like been revised or?
There was one more public hearing.
And then
Public
maybe,
Okay. I'll look into that.
yeah,
But yeah, thanks for looking at that though.
No.
And,
It's early April. Or is that when it's slated? It's people thought.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for giving their opinion. I wanted to,
Yes, Monday, April 6th at 6:30,
is the public hearing or was it?
public hearing,
Okay,
tree ordinance.
got it.
you're allowed to comment during the public hearing? Yes,
Would I have to stay as a member of the CAC or no?
no, you wouldn't if you're talking by yourself.
Okay, just
Don't
no.
sit.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it,
Because unless we want to prepare something, well, right now we haven't prepared it.
got it, okay.
All right, that's
You should
great.
actually say that you're speaking on behalf of yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, solar zoning. I don't have anything, right now it's. We talked to the people that are looking at the form-based code and I don't have anything else for that. Neighborhood notification. What I wanted to suggest we do is compose something that we would like to hand out or put on the website and ask the county to look at it. But then if we do that, do we also need to have corporation council look at it? This is just, I mean, my envision of it is, did you know your neighbors have to notify you of pesticides if you're putting down pesticide? And here are it's very complicated because it's not every pesticide, so that's where it gets really, you have to be very careful, like it might not be spraying trees, but if it's Roundup or, anyway. But that's what I was thinking, that we could, as opposed to her telling us, the, health department telling us what they think we should do, we should just ask them to review what we want to say in a public thing. And that would be mostly about lawn signs, not about store signs.
Right, and so,
Because the store signs, we could just complain to the health department.
did I remember that the health department said that they would be willing to pursue those complaints about the stores?
Yeah, they do. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, they react to complaints.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, they don't go out and check, they just react to.
they send the
Yeah,
extension.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So yes, we, people as an individual are not could, just let the health department in.
yeah,
Mostly I'm concerned about actually application in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I work on that, and so then the next thing is secret. And then Kevin and I worked out, Kevin did most of the work and I did a little bit of work. And we sent the letter to the planning board to the housing board. what's our Tux group called?
Zoning worker group?
No, the housing.
housing.
Housing. Send it to housing. To Steve Noble, the mayor, and to Julie. And it went out last Thursday.
Added Sue Cahill.
Yes, and planning. We put.
I had some discussions with Bartek and Sue about this and, Bartek,
Before we sent the letter.
yeah, it was before the letter, but Bartek, I think the position of the housing office is written in the city fair housing plan, and it's not terribly supportive of secret at all. It lists it as a hindrance to development. But and that's been that way going back to, I don't know how far back, maybe to Steve Finkel, or at least to Brenna Robinson, who were previous people that had a similar position in economic development, that sort of thing. So, that's that position. The planning office, now they had a different position. They were like looking at like life without secret.
Right.
What do we do? Right, so that, and, I attend those meetings with the Hudson Valley Alliance, right, so, with that having kicked around and kicked around and kicked around there, and finally Consensus Building, Institute could not build consensus. So the letter, I'll find out on Thursday, we'll get a briefing on it, but it died, and it would look like it was the housing groups that weren't on board.
The letter to the government?
Yeah, they were sending a letter to the governor. The gist of it was similar to what our letter,
Right.
right? Because I had been in touch with Jonathan on this, Jonathan Clark, and I had access to some other comments that other people had made. So we were.
And also, we're so good at reading this stuff and figuring it out. So on the budget, yeah, so I didn't ask, in the letter, we didn't ask them to get back to us or anything. It was just like, we think you should know about this and to consider it.
Mhm.
So I'm not expecting an answer unless, and again, the budget process is supposed to be done by March 31st. So, so if individuals are interested in, contacting their legislators about this individually, you can do that.
I had a quick question about our housing. What is it referred to? Housing?
Kingston, I think it's housing initiative.
The housing office, the
Fair.
fair housing
Yeah.
plan.
Okay,
is-
so, sorry,
Mhm.
do they function similarly to us where they're just providing like their comments to the planning board, or are
Oh, no.
they're involved in the decision making as well?
Yeah, the housing office does things like. No, it just went out.
No,
of my
I
head.
get
Let's think of an example. Well, I'm not even sure who did this, the mayor of the housing, but there was a big piece of land down across, down in the roundout area, and they were going to take it by eminent domain to make it housing. So I don't know if that was the mayor or the housing office, but that's the kind of thing, looking around how can we get housing? And then, I don't know, you guys probably have.
It's an administrative office,
Right,
part of the city government.
okay. I guess I was mainly asking because I was just curious if they are against secret. I guess their proposed alternative for environmental review then, because it looks like if secret goes forward as, or the changes to secret go forward as they currently are written, there's gonna be exemptions for a lot of projects. And my main concern is, and I think the city should be thinking about, if this falls to local regulations to, do environmental due process for projects, like how would we do that?
That, I asked that question repeatedly until I got an answer.
Oh. And what was it?
The answer was refer back to section 8 of the form-based code, the administration section.
Okay,
And the planning department would likely just be an ordinary permitting agency. Just like the DEC would be for certain things, like, wetlands, or, stormwater pollution prevention plans, that sort of thing. So that opens up the question as to, who's coordinating the review?
right,
Nobody really, it's like the applicant has to get their permits. So what was suggested to me by somebody who doesn't want their name mentioned in public meetings, what they suggested was that if you can do this, and I have to read the administration section to see if it can be done, is hold the project up until all the permits are in.
okay,
Coordinate the review that you're not, even though you're not the lead agency. So the planning department would have to do that.
I see. We kind of have to put our foot down and say, you have to get this before we can.
Before we can approve your site plan, yeah. your site plan would be approved, assuming they don't have objections to it, assuming it's, that
Right,
they're on board with the site plan.
right.
It's contingent upon this permit, that permit, and, whatever other permits are required.
However, this is statewide,
Right.
Yeah,
and so every town would be having to have the same discussion, and that's why this is such an important piece of budget. A budget item, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Because it's not, I mean, maybe the city of Kingston could figure it out equitably, but what would happen in other areas, and would it help housing, but really denigrate cause problems for the environment?
Right.
So that's, I think,
the two big ticket items on it were the word affordable missing.
Yeah.
It's in the press release, but not in the code, the proposed code, I should say.
Right.
And the other one was the 100-unit exemption. And my comment, which got deleted at Hudson Valley Alliance, was we need to have, it needs to be incremental. That's like for Kingston, right now, I think it's four units. And you require secret.
Oh, okay.
It's very low.
Yeah,
Okay, when I spoke to Suzanne, the planning department understands that they could live with something that's higher,
right.
but 100?
Yeah, that's.
For example, field court would just go, that would just fly without anything except, this new business park the same way. They get these larger projects, which are for Kingston, they're larger projects.
Right.
right, but
And then
in Buffalo.
Conversely, it might be too small for Buffalo, Yonkers, Albany, Syracuse, et cetera. So Long Island, there's a lot of, large
Oh, that's what-
population towns on Long Island.
That's what you mean by incremental then, like to the
Yeah.
population like that.
Exactly,
Population or area or something.
Right, okay.
yeah.
All
And,
right, so I don't think we have any other action on this. But I think, good job, Kevin, on all this. Um,
yeah, I'm thinking about this
Yeah.
early as opposed to.
Yeah, because it's, well, sometimes the budget could already be passed, but,
Right.
go ahead.
Could you? I don't know if I saw the letter. Did you happen to send it to
I
us?
copied.
Maybe I just missed it then.
Did anyone else get it? Because I didn't copy you.
Yeah.
You weren't on the board.
Okay, then I didn't see it.
Okay,
That's all.
unless I sent it to your wrong email.
I'll check.
Yeah, it was Thursday, maybe.
Yes.
Can't remember. Okay, so for new business, I wanted to bring a couple things up. First of all, Kevin, the housing director asked Kevin or I if we would be on a selection committee to pick a contractor for the business park in Delaware Avenue. And basically look at, they put out a request for proposals and to that, kind of go through a ranking process to see who might be selected for that. So I gave it to Kevin, so he's gonna be doing that, but we were specifically asked for the CAC. But he invited us.
Yeah.
We didn't delegate it to anyone else.
So they wanted a member of the CAC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'm familiar with the site. I live down there and I have the only copy of the, or no, you have a copy and Bartek has a copy now. I think Suzanne of the draft environmental impact statement for the business park back in the 90s.
Oh.
It got lost. It fell off the truck or something.
And you picked it, right?
No, I didn't. Somebody gave it to me. Yeah.
But he basically lives below it too, so, but just for your information, the business park, they were looking to have a business park and they took this area, which is called the Delaware Forest, and basically almost no businesses have gone up there in all that time.
Right.
Anyway.
From what we understand, they're gonna build mostly on the west side of it. I've discussed it with Bartek already. And the only hindrance over there really is there's an archaeological area and they're gonna avoid that. But that doesn't appear on any of the mapping, and the reason it doesn't is that it's archaeological sensitivity usually doesn't appear on the mapping. From time to time, it does pop up, but not.
It's kind of like not telling them where the eagles are.
Right, it's the same type of thing, or the Davis Sedge, or any of these things that have popped up in previous reviews.
But in terms of that, we did review the various kind of site plans, whatever they were, they weren't anything permanent, they were ideas, which I can't even remember who did that. But anyway, we have been watching that, I guess is the word. So also for new business, because it's March, I wanted to bring up the fact that we're gonna try to do the Earth Fair. And I might not be here, so I'm gonna be really careful about helping everyone else, but not being here. So when is the Earth Fair again?
Saturday, May 9th, from 11 to 5, and you should submit an exhibitor application if you intend to participate.
So May 9th, how many people would be here to work? Okay, 3 people, okay, and maybe Jen.
Yeah.
Probably, well,
Yeah.
check.
All right, so, yeah, and I think the only thing we don't have is a canopy. You need a shade canopy because it's so hot. And so if you want to start thinking about finding who, one of your friends or something has that, or I don't know, using your budget to buy one, but I'm not sure we have any budget left.
I do have a friend who has one.
Okay,
Covered.
and we now have and so
Is that
that,
8 by 8 or 10 by 10?
yeah,
Especially big enough.
Red one, there's one for separate.
I know, but they only cost $100, so it's like easier to just buy one.
For each.
These are like the little umbrella pop-ups. So if you watch the ads,
Don't know if they are $100.
well, they used to be.
They're definitely.
Back in the old days, no,
Well, if you have a friend, we should definitely accept it.
so, and even then, you know, you might be you'll still be in the sun, you need to plan to. But Julie provides tables if we say we want a table, and the idea would be then to have the native plantings, and then if we want to do anything in Pebble.
We had trees on wheels providing shade.
Good idea. The roof basin, I feel like would have to be pretty substantial. but
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Do that.
gonna,
I have trucks.
I was gonna say, we're gonna need someone strong to drag the trees around, but,
Trying to think of something other than just a plastic camping, but.
um,
Get there.
All right,
I like
oh, yeah, it says the sculpture, you could make one with,
did we wanna talk about what we would include in the proposal, or have we done this enough before?
no, it's just like. No, who wants to fill it out? I think
It's
Brianna
just,
filled it out.
are we doing this? Yes, we'd like to do this. Do we need a table? Yes, we need.
Okay.
Right.
But it would mainly be us, I guess, bringing like informational pamphlets and the like in our postcards. Is that what?
Yes, but it's always nice to have something that they can do.
Mm.
And there was a bunch of ideas last year. Jen had some good ideas.
We're gonna do this. I think we should.
And just because the kids want to do something and, but first, yes, so this can be a subcommittee. Or who wants to, take this planning on?
It's less than 60 days away.
I know, it's less than 60 days away, right? So.
I'm fine taking on part of it. You guys feel like Jen would also be interested?
Assuming that she'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't,
I can work on, if the proposal doesn't have to include everything we're doing,
No, it doesn't.
then I can work on sending the proposal till that's in.
It's a very
Yeah.
simple application. You just go to kingston-ny.gov/earth-fair,
Okay,
and then click on like, oh, meeting center.
we
okay.
could probably do
And
it.
if you need anything, we could, maybe I'll find one that we already did.
But we might also meet and discuss what we'd like to do in
Next.
more detail,
Right.
just so we're not using this time in
Yeah.
April.
Then how about I'll send in the proposal so that's done and we're in. And then I can tell Jen that we're doing this and maybe mostly me and partially her can work on like
I think you mean-
ideas
yeah.
for next meeting.
You want to,
Did
you
you
want
wanna
to
as well?
do.
Okay, I can, do you wanna be on that too?
But just because we like talking about seed balls, those are.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. That's a good one.
We're gonna.
Wait, what are you?
Big balls. Mud.
Like little balls of mud, but they're packed with
Oh.
wildflower seeds or something.
Are you-
And you throw them.
We're gonna make them, we're gonna make them with the kids.
Then they're gonna make them, then we're gonna have a hand washing station.
I'll hand wash it, okay. I'll put that down.
And there's to throw balls of mud at each other and it's okay because it'll turn into flowers.
Yeah.
Right.
Mud, that's right, great idea.
Oh, yeah. I'll do a proposal, I'll start an email chain with those that are interested
Yeah.
in working on it, and we'll bring our ideas to the next meeting to sort of approve by everyone. Does that work?
I like that.
Okay.
And, yes, perfect. Okay, let me see. Is there any communications,
No.
announcements and events?
Jen would probably mention this, but that amphibian crossing,
Oh, yes.
the great migration is happening probably soon. This
Mhm.
thing where all the amphibians come out of the ground from the winter and,
Yeah, they just sent an email today.
oh, great. Is there a date? Did they figure it out?
It depends on where you are and if it rains, so.
Over.
People go on these, country roads in the middle of the night and help all the little frogs cross the road. And they also do a little census.
Survey, yeah.
It's cool.
Do you think that's still gonna happen? Because isn't it supposed to get a cold shot?
Yeah, so maybe not right now.
I don't know.
Okay,
At some
Open it
point,
by
this does
website.
happen.
Right.
It's just.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but if you're gonna do it and you really wanna have,
Yes.
you are supposed to take a training, but you are supposed, they provide the information like the ID
Mm,
of the critters and
right,
all that.
okay.
And they also, you have to have a flashlight and you have to have a vest and, you should be really careful.
Mhm.
Okay, I will check on this, and the woman that wrote, anyway, just wait a minute.
Mm.
I still haven't
Adjusted.
come through on this, so.
Julie, while there's some dead air, what, was it May 10th that you had that paint day? No,
That's the 16th.
16.
Of May, or April.
May.
May.
Do you still need volunteers for that, or you?
I do.
Okay.
How many do you need?
I probably still need at least 5 or 6.
Okay, and just email you? Yes. Okay. Get on this and send it.
Okay, just, the woman, Robin Wall Kimmer, is gonna be at Carey Institute on Friday. You can only, there's no in-person, but there's Zooms. She wrote, it's called Belonging to the Earth, but look at the book she just wrote.
Brady,
because
Sweetgrass, the book.
No,
Oh,
the
no.
Shadbush, or, thought that was her. Anyway,
I know
maybe I'm the wrong one, anyway.
I know she did Brandon Sweetgrass, because she's
Yeah.
one of my professors at ESL.
What?
No, cool, all right, well, she's gonna be, yeah, she's the best selling author of Breeding Sweetgrass.
Mhm.
Okay, so she's gonna give a talk on March 13th, this Friday at 7 o'clock. You can only attend by Zoom now, because all those seats are taken.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, and, okay, and then the amphibians,
She is a very busy.
that's cool. Where did you go to school?
Student ESF, and
Oh, okay,
I took what was it, Indigenous Issues in the Environment class, and she was the professor. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, I guess they went out March 5th and 7th for the amphibian,
What?
somewhere.
Oh,
Hmm.
well.
Is this like the newsletter? The city?
Oh, yeah, I can forward it to you.
Okay.
Overall, the forecast looks very promising with evening temperatures well above 40.
Mm.
So that's a thing, it has to be 40 and wet and rainy.
Only 40, huh?
Yeah. Yes, but not 25.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so I answered that question. Okay. An announcement, and that's public safety liaison. I did not attend, but I sent them the report, our annual report. So I didn't get any answers, but when I go in, or I didn't get any comments, but when I go the next time, which will be at the end of the month, I will ask them about it. Oh, yeah. This,
What?
well,
Oh,
Bob Dennison let everyone know that he did
Yes.
forward it.
Yes.
He, okay.
yes.
Okay. And next one, Climate Smart.
Let's watch. I don't know. That's smart. Okay, I think a lot of the discussion at this last meeting was the 2026 focus initiatives, and they have a potluck. Is there, some of this was, well, it was derived from 2025, and then seeing what needed to be updated and continued, and what didn't need to be updated and continued. So I think the discussions included benchmarking performance standards. I think that's going to involve investigating local model laws around the state. Code review on solar EV battery readiness. That's a fairly big discussion, and right, they had that event over at Blue Dog in connection with this. That was also around the same time of the meeting. That was the day before the meeting. So some of that discussions were continued over at the climate commission. It was discussed that certain laws may supersede the New York stretch code. I'd have to go back and think about that one.
The new building code does,
The new city, the city building,
state.
the state, New York State building, and I mean, then we don't want to say certain, that change it to New York State. Right, okay, yeah, with all fuzzy on the details left. There was a brief discussion on community gardens, gonna refer that to, Live Well, Kingston. Bus ridership was discussed, clean mobility. This is, heat island effects. I think Brent's gonna get roped into that discussion.
Ooh, we wouldn't know about that.
Do you want to comment to them?
Well, we had a study done and then on the heat island effect a couple of years ago. And you can just look at
That was shared with.
that was,
Yeah. In fact,
yeah, I mean, plant trees.
I think some of that was shared at the meeting.
Okay.
As I read the next sentence.
I mean, if you,
Right,
We got them, okay.
and
right. Building electrification, development of protocols and policy for municipal building electrification is the goal. And Julie's gonna take the lead with Phil Shuttlegreen, who's also at City Hall here. Refrigerant management systems, we had the previous month, we had an inventory review with a presenter that were doing that. And that discussion continued as to well, I think the biggest user, it looks to be city vehicles, making up 25% of the refrigerant bank.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would suggest taking a look at the refrigerant inventory, or looking at the YouTube video from Michael Helm.
Is that on,
It's in the meeting from January, the end of January,
the YouTube or the,
the YouTube video, yeah.
What about the-
It was at the meeting, he did a presentation.
Will be on the website when it's fully completed. It's like substantially complete, but not fully final.
City vehicles is in any car driving through the city.
no.
Now,
Police
Yeah.
car,
How many cars are in that fleet?
trucks.
260 cars?
Well, vehicles, not
Okay.
cars.
260,
So including Packers and stuff.
250, 260.
Wow.
And then,
Includes police, fire, DPW.
25 is higher than I thought. Right, for municipal only.
Yeah, but you're talking about trucks,
Right.
DPW.
Right.
I should warn you, it gets a little technical, the discussion. Yeah, we start getting into 134A refrigerants and the various types of freon, that are being discontinued or are discontinued, but they're still in use and being recaptured. It was a long presentation and it was very useful and enlightening. I think that covers that. Was there anything else? Well, then we did the usual stuff at the meeting. Besides that, Julie discussed this city initiatives, and then Melissa discussed the repair cafe, the last repair cafe on February 21st. And there was a review which you may give here again on organics, where we're at on that. Some of the stuff that Julie does here crosses over to that. Well, not everything by any stretch,
Right.
but there are a few things.
Just the strip.
Is there anything you want to add to?
No, that's good.
That from this? Okay, then we should move on.
Community Preservation Advisory Board,
Oh, usually Jen does that,
yeah.
and I'm on that board as well. I do have that. Basically, we'll keep this one a lot shorter. We're developing policies and procedures. That's kind of the gist of it.
Did we skip the Ulster County Environmental Management?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that
No.
was my fault, I just wanted to rest. I didn't go.
I did go to that one.
So-
Okay.
It was right after the battery energy storage system event at Blue Duck, so I left that early to go to this meeting, which also had a presentation about battery energy storage systems. Which was interesting and is a lot of the same information everyone's heard before. The Environmental Management Council is made up of representatives from all the different CACs around the county. And they all have very different perspectives on BES. So people from Ulster and Hurley were very challenging of the idea,
Yeah.
and then some other people were saying, of course we need it, so it was kind of an interesting discussion. Otherwise, was there anything, that group is interested in making comments on the secret review as well,
Oh, for the county engine.
For the
for
house,
the budget.
Oh, for the state budget.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a question. Yes. Was there those that were opposed to this? Was it substantive or was it more? Like, what was their?
And to them, the risk to their communities in particular, I think outweighed the benefits that it would provide.
Okay.
I think a lot of people were saying, sure, let's have these, but not right where I live.
Right.
Which there are,
are they saying, are they the same, so Town of Ulster is getting proposals on two sides.
yeah,
And Saugerties is getting something, but is the Town of Ulster people, are they concerned about the one that's by the landfill as much, or did they?
they didn't talk about it as much, it was all
Yeah.
Coleman.
It was all about Coleman. Yeah. It's
But-
too bad Coleman couldn't be used for something as a building. So, yeah, tear it down.
You're referring to glide path, right? So the glide.
Yeah, they call it glide path. It's not called glide.
Yeah, I know, it's gonna be,
Yeah,
yeah, but it's the same site.
yeah, but it's much more, there's not a lot of housing.
Yeah, I feel like the main thing I've heard against the, you know, and going against the battery storage is like fire concerns. I don't know how much merit that is, so.
Yeah,
Well, there's some, apparently, I find this very interesting. The number of incidents where fire has been a problem have decreased significantly over the past 10 years. And those are like the absolute number has dropped from whatever, like 20 a year or something down to like 8. But the number of megawatts of storage has increased exponentially. So the net effect of all of that is they're way safer than they were 10
Right,
years ago. So fire's not too much of a concern. Explosions, which are worse than fires, almost never happen.
right.
I mean, they've only happened twice, right? Or something like that in New York. It's the same facility. I don't know.
I love how you looked to Julie for all the, you're like,
Every part was-
She knows.
She knows. So.
No, but that's useful.
Yes, and also, they used to use this other chemical makeup for the batteries that when it caught fire and or exploded, it spewed all this toxic.
I feel like that's what I've heard too, but
Yes,
that's
that's
supposed
what
to
was
be
in my mind.
older.
That was an older technology, and they
Okay.
ended up with something now that's more encouraged.
No, that's a good
Yeah.
perspective, because all the arguments I've heard against are kind of what you're saying, was what resulted in the fires 10 years ago, but those have.
mitigated.
Yeah, right. So both the consequences of the fires and the probability of the fires have been significantly mitigated.
Yeah. No, that's
Right, it is useful. This is one other interesting point that someone raised at the EMC, which is, okay, well, they've improved this much in the last 10 years. What if we wait another 10 years? Won't they be so much better by then? And
Hopefully they thought of something new. Like pump storage or
Yeah.
gravity or,
Okay.
well, it's,
and yeah, well, that's good report. And let me see, Kingston Organics.
Kingston Organics, I'm about to put out the bid for the buckets.
Oh.
Very exciting.
The 5-gallon buckets.
The 5-gallon buckets, pails, actually. Phase 2, we are up to 584 families which are registered. In the minutes, it mentioned 650, and another number, those were people who are registered for phase 1, the drop-off program, but for the current new phase 2, the accurate numbers are 584 families, which is 1,353 people are registered. I expect that number to at least go up by 50%, if not double, when we start actually rolling out, when people are like,
Mhm.
oh,
You can just, yeah.
that's the thing, I can now do that.
Yeah.
And we've diverted so far with the phase 1, 95.26 tons. The bid will go out next week. It will be out for a month. And in April, I will order the buckets, and hopefully as soon as we get them, hopefully that will align with when we get the trucks, which will be in June. And we'll start collecting.
Sold. Congratulations.
That's us. That's very good.
So, excited.
The Lower Silver Creek Advisory Council, also I did not attend. I didn't find out about it till it was too late. So, I do have the minutes, but I can work back on them, later. And just before we adjourn, did you want to say anything about the meeting for the Ulster County, environmental group that met at the brewery?
Yes, we had a great turnout, lots of good discussion. We had almost twice as many RSVPs as last time, and then maybe 5 or 6 extra people came. So it's growing, which is good, even though we were competing with Climate Smart and Green Drinks, which had the audacity. Yeah, it was the same night. It was a night swim in Kingston. Yeah, but they announced it like a month after, so.
I saw Green Drink. I know, I was away also.
What is green drinks? I actually don't know.
It's just a networking.
Oh,
But they have like
But
speakers,
they usually have a speaker.
But we're changing it to a much better venue.
Yeah.
yeah, well, it's a different venue.
But the green drinks is, right now, even though it's called Ulster County Environmental, whatever, it's been meeting in Kingston, whereas green drinks might meet in Newburgh.
I see, it's more about what's in Valley.
Yes,
Yeah, and it had a hiatus for a while, but you know, it's fun to go to, yeah.
yeah. We'll probably reach out to them before we schedule our next one of these things, just to make sure there's not conflict.
So the next meeting is
14.
the 14th.
Oh, nice. Jason, it's
No?
April 14th. Oh, so good. I'll send it.
Okay, fine.
I'll read that.
Well,
Yeah,
you gotta make sure you get your taxes done before the.
Shoot.
Although, anyway, okay, so it's the 14th. Is there anyone that thinks they might have a problem? April 14th? Right. Okay, so just some of the things that we're gonna do is Kevin and I are gonna write this email, this correspondence, about the grocery store. You're going to register us and figure out
Good ideas.
what's gonna have for the birthday. And then we're all gonna,
And someone's gonna help you sign up for Just Air.
yes. Okay, and then,
Did he say it? Who's from this?
okay, yeah, and then Kevin will keep an eye on the planning board stuff and,
Yeah,
oh, and I'm gonna come up with, some pesticide neighborhood notification wording, send it out to anyone who wants. And so, okay. That's what I got. Maybe there's more. All right. Motion to adjourn.
Motion? Is that the?
Yeah.
You say so moved. Oh,
So moved.
so moved.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, all in favor?
Uh,
25.
All right, so, so I just want to say that